Sonic and Shadow have been rivals for a long time now. You could argue that maybe Sonic and Knuckles or Sonic and Metal Sonic had the biggest rivalry in the franchise, but let's be honest here, this is the most iconic one. These two date back to 2001 with Sonic Adventure 2, and they fought multiple times in that game. However, you get to choose between the hero story and the dark story, so there was never a definitive winner back then. Since then, they haven't really fought one-on-one as much, and when they did, they were never going at full power, or to the death. I want to challenge that though. I made a poll for my subs saying who they think would win, and most people said Sonic. Let's see if you guys are right. It's been nearly 20 years of their rivalry, but now it's time to see who would be the victor in a real fight. Let's start off by talking about Sonic speed versus Shadow speed. Most people would think this is a no-brainer, that Sonic would win. After all, he's always called the fastest thing alive, and it was stated in Sonic Rivals that he's the fastest being in the universe, though that could be an exaggerated statement. But even disregarding statements, we all know Sonic is extremely fast. He's able to break the sound barrier in an instant, taking off faster than a jet. He's also faster than the speed of light, but for some reason many people don't want that to be true. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's very true. We've seen Sonic do the lightspeed dash and lightspeed attack in multiple games. There are multiple guides that state that he can move faster than light as well, but some of his greatest speed feats are the dimension breaking ones. He's able to break out of a dimension and make his way back to his universe, which is several times faster than light. Granted, it looked like he needed help from the rookie fighter, but let's be honest, Sonic could likely do that himself. Besides, he's moved fast enough to somehow fix time and space in Sonic Generations, he's rumored to have ran from the Arabian Nights universe back to his own, and he's ran fast enough to enter into the special stage dimension. If you want to include mobile games such as Sonic Red Adventure, his boost can fly past several stars. It's safe to assume that Sonic is as fast as he claims to be. What about Shadow though? Well, surprisingly, if we go by statements, Shadow could be just as fast, if not faster than Sonic. This is proven in his Sonic Battle card, which states that Shadow's rocket shoes allow him to move faster than Sonic. That would pretty much settle speed, but Sonic Battle was a long time ago. Sonic has definitely gotten faster, so can Shadow keep up now? From what we've seen in the early games, Shadow can move just as fast as Sonic. He can also do the lightspeed dash, which would put him at light speed. The problem though is that Sonic has simply been featured in several more games than Shadow, especially in recent years. We can't really see him evolve any higher in his speed. For that reason, I would say Shadow is slower than Sonic, and another reason lies in the Sonic Chronicles game, where Shadow implies that he can't outrun Sonic. But regardless of physical speed, Shadow still has a potential edge in the fight. He can fast forward himself through time using Chaos Control. He can even slow down or stop time, which would ensure that he would always be faster than Sonic. Essentially, this is like a Flash vs Zoom situation, where even though the Flash is fast, Zoom could always appear faster, when in reality he was traveling through time. The question is, could Sonic counter this? And the answer is yes. In Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, we see Sonic able to do a move called Time Stop, which supposedly stops time in a similar fashion to Chaos Control. In Sonic Generations, he could do a move called Time Break, which should slow down time around him, though it looks like it slows himself down too, but that's likely just video game mechanics. And like we've already discussed, Sonic's speed is enough to break through time and space as we see in Sonic Generations. So overall, Sonic still trumps Shadow in speed. In terms of power, it comes in two forms, physical strength and raw output. Sonic's speed is his strength in most iterations, but don't underestimate his physical prowess. One of his best testaments of strength happens in the Sonic Unleashed intro. He's taking out Eggman's entire army on his own. Look at this, with one punch he cuts through multiple egg beaters, which are likely made out of steel or stronger. Let's also note that he can bring himself to a full stop after running, using his arms. Imagine moving at hypersonic speeds and stopping the momentum with your hands. That's insane. He's also been seen destroying entire ships. We haven't even talked about the bosses that he's defeated in base form. Sonic stated that he constantly grows in power, and this allowed him to almost defeat Infinite, a being who could create a miniature sun. He defeated Perfect Chaos, a god who could destroy a city in an instant and flood the entire planet. His greatest testament of strength though is when he defeated Emerald in hand-to-hand combat. Emerald's power had matched multiple destroyed stars. He had the 7 Chaos Emeralds powering him, and he had the biodata of all of Sonic's friends, including Shadow. Yet Sonic was able to defeat him in less than a minute. That's crazy if you ask me. Let's look at Shadow though. Yes, Emerald had Shadow's data when Sonic defeated him, but he may have not been using it to his fullest potential. Plus, this happened a long time ago. With that being said, Shadow is another character that should not be underestimated. Just like Sonic, he's able to ram through GUN mechs and Eggman robots with ease. Check this out. Shadow can easily flip an entire truck with one hand. Shadow's also had his fair share of enemies in a fight. One of his greatest battles was against Mephiles the Dark. where he defeated hundreds of Mephiles clones. Keep in mind that Mephiles was able to kill Sonic in one shot, though Sonic was caught off guard. We don't know if these Mephiles clones are weaker than the source, but know that they were created through the power of the Chaos Emeralds, not by his own. So how did Shadow win? He won by unleashing his full power. After removing his limiters, Shadow gets a massive aura that can knock back several Mephiles clones. This is done without even using his move called Chaos Blast, which is a large blast that destroys everything in the vicinity. So then who's more powerful? Well, it's important to realize that in every fight that Shadow had with Sonic, Shadow never removed his limiters, so he's never truly fought Sonic at full power. This alongside being a Mephilist, I'd say that Shadow is the stronger Hedgehog. Durability refers to how much of a beating someone can take. Throughout the years, Sonic has taken many beatings from different villains. This is where power scaling comes in. You can take damage from Dr. Eggman's Death Egg robot, which had absorbed the life energy of planet Earth. Keep in mind that this likely includes the raw Gaia energy coming from Dark and Light Gaia, and previously it took a Super Sonic to defeat him, but now Base Sonic can both lay damage and receive damage from that source. He could tank attacks from the Ilfrit, who was capable of destroying entire worlds. Worlds in this context most likely refers to planets. He's able to tank attacks from Eraser Jin, who was gaining control over the Arabian Nights universe. Lastly, he could take attacks from Infinite, who could create a potentially infinite dimension called null space. This is all pretty impressive to say the least. But let's say you doubt Sonic should have this durability because you think power scaling is inconsistent. Let's look at a different feat then. In Sonic Adventure, he fell from the egg carrier all the way down to the Earth, and was unscathed. A similar instance happened in Sonic and the Black Knight, where he falls from the sky and doesn't land on his feet, but he gets up pretty fine. In Sonic Unleashed, Sonic fell from space. However, it's important to note that he was saved by Chip's aura midway. In Shadow's case, he hasn't fought as many people due to not being in many games, but he can still take considerable damage and be alright. Shadow also fought the Ilfrit, depending on if you choose him, so he scales to it as well. Scaling to Sonic would also increase his durability. But besides these, there aren't many other instances that can put him on a higher level of durability than Sonic. Let's take a look at the ending of Sonic Adventure 2 though. Shadow falls from space, and even though he was perceived dead, he actually survived that. But we know that it almost permanently affected him, giving him amnesia. Meanwhile, Sonic can survive falls like that and still be able to fight. This puts Sonic at an advantage, which is why I believe Sonic wins in durability. Sonic is no joke when it comes to skills. In a general sense, Sonic has the spin jump and the spin dash, which allows him to do hundreds, possibly thousands of somersaults in a second. This gives off a buzzsaw effect, plummeting through his foes. To do that many spins and still be able to sense his direction and not get dizzy takes a lot of skill on its own. This shows that Sonic is not just fast on his feet, he's mentally fast. He also has the homing attack that specifically targets his enemies, the lightspeed attack which can destroy several enemies at light speed, and the super boost which acts like a rocket and crushes any enemy that stands in the way. The boost is probably Sonic's greatest weapon, putting a blue aura around him that not only deals great damage, but protects him. Essentially, the boost is great for both attack and durability. Believe it or not, Sonic is also proficient in melee combat. He has a variety of attacks such as his standard rapid combo, the Sonic Eagle which kicks enemies from above. Sonic can also do a move called the Sonic Wave, which acts like a projectile and sends an electric wave of energy through his opponent. Disregarding his innate abilities, Sonic can take advantage of power-ups such as shields and wisps, which both protect him from damage and perform various attacks, like a fire boost, a black hole, a laser beam, and a rocket. There are some lesser known abilities Sonic has such as the Magic Hands, which can turn his foes into small orbs. That could be very effective in a fight against someone throwing projectiles. While this is all impressive, there's one problem. Shadow can do almost everything that Sonic can do. He can perform the spin dash as well as a lightspeed attack, he can take advantage of shields too, and he can perform a boost just like Sonic's own. That would potentially make him equal to Sonic in skill, but Shadow has more abilities he can stack up. Chaos Control allows him to control time and teleport instantaneously. Chaos Spear is a spear-like beam that he can launch from his hands, and Chaos Blast engulfs everyone in the area in a large explosion. Shadow can even enhance his Chaos Control abilities, doing things such as healing himself, covering himself in a time-space rift, hiding himself in space-time, which would make him intangible, and creating clones of himself. That's not even including his large arsenal of weapons he has. With all these feats, it's safe to say that Shadow has a more versatile skill set than Sonic. Based on all this data, I honestly think this is a close fight. With that being said, I'm going to say that they would tie in a fight that doesn't include the Chaos Emeralds. We talked about how Sonic is faster than Shadow, and even if Shadow could use time warping moves to keep up, Sonic has broken through dimension-breaking conflicts before. Still, it depends on if Shadow catches Sonic off guard, which we've seen happen before in Sonic Forces. When it comes to strength, Shadow is more the powerhouse, being able to output all of his power but still have full control over it, as we see in Sonic 06 where he can protect his friends but still deal damage to Mephiles, a being that managed to kill Sonic. On the basis of durability, Sonic wins due to fighting more life-threatening beings and surviving dangerous falls. And in terms of skill, Shadow has several more innate skills and weaponry than Sonic, as seen in the Shadow the Hedgehog game. As you can see, it's practically 50-50 when it comes to overall attributes. Let's also remember that since Sonic has been in more games than Shadow, he's constantly getting more feats and becoming more powerful. At the same time though, Shadow has never fought Sonic with his limiters removed, so he is pretty much holding back in those instances. That's why I say it can go either way. But let's talk about one more scenario. What if they fought in their super forms? In many versus battles, Sonic is given the super form and is considered one of his natural abilities, despite him needing a power-up, which are the Chaos Emeralds. The reason Sonic always gets his form in battles is because he's used it so frequently in the series. Whenever you think about Sonic's abilities, you're most likely going to remember the super form. So what can Sonic do with his super form? Well, he's granted an unlimited amount of power from the Chaos Emeralds. He can fly at massively faster than light speeds, he can perform chaos control, and he can defeat godlike beings. But that comes with almost anybody who can access the super transformation, and one person who can do this is Shadow. Because he shares the same power source, he can do most of what Super Sonic can do, and can enhance his moves that he already has from base form, such as chaos control. He's also defeated godlike beings and defeated Black Doom, who was pretty much one of the originators of the chaos control move. So, who wins this fight? The answer is Super Sonic. While both are granted similar abilities, and even if Shadow is more proficient with chaos control, Sonic just has more experience with his super form. In the battle against the Bio Lizard, Shadow was struggling to maintain his super form while Sonic was doing perfectly fine. Of course, this was Shadow's first time using it, so it makes sense that he would feel that way, but it still goes to show that Sonic had that edge over him at the time. You could argue that Shadow got better in Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic 2006, but after that Shadow just stopped going super altogether, due to not being featured with it in any more games. This is all fine and dandy if we assume that Sonic would stop going super as well, but we know that's not the case at all. Shadow's had only 3 super form instances, while Sonic was going super in almost every main title that he was featured in. In fact, Super Sonic has the most control of every other super transformation. He had so much control over it that he could stop the universe from falling apart, as seen in Sonic Rush. He understood the secret of the emeralds, and there's no indication that Shadow had this insight as well. This insight comes from experience, and Sonic simply has more than Shadow. Because of this, Sonic wins in a fight against Shadow in super forms. To end this video, let's go over the conclusions that we met. In a fight without power-ups, Sonic ties with Shadow. In a fight with power-ups but without the Chaos Emeralds, it's still a tie, with a slight edge to Shadow because of his weapons. And in a fight with super forms, Sonic wins. This was my own analysis on this topic, and I'm always open for debate. Leave a comment letting me know what you think. If you want to debate more directly, you can reach me at my Discord group, which I'll link in the description. If you want to see more Sonic power scaling, make sure to check out my Sonic Discussions playlist, which can be found on my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be cool, be wild, and be groovy.